What it do, Popeye's Chicken? It's your girl Kesha, and I'm here with another Spill the Tea video. So, you guys, I've been keeping up with Tyrese here lately. He's been making his rounds when it comes to celebrity news. He just got into it with DJ Envy. And didn't he have something else going on here recently outside of that? I can't remember. But anywho, so this time though, he's clapping back at his ex-wife Samantha, who he famously had that breakdown during COVID about. Well, Samantha recently sat down and did an interview, and she had a lot to say about why she left her marriage and the regrets that she has now doing so. Let's take a look.
Because I would never tell, I work with women, I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember when I made the decision, I was hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions. And I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional. But of course, I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, or for reconciliation. And that's not no slight to my,
No, it's
the current friends. It has nothing. There's no slight to that. Not the friends, but I was on the phone with my attorney.
Yeah.
So it was something that was being said to me that hurt me at that time. And that, so at that time when I was on the phone and I made that decision, I was livid. The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I tried my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that women were I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. We're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And when you get lawyers involved, and there was a therapist that was speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time, that when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And, I didn't even realize, I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get, and like I said, if I could walk back in time, sometimes I battle with myself about that. But at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know how ugly it could get. And I know a lot of women, we make that decision and we're so hurt and angry. And then 5-6 months later, you're not that angry anymore. This kind of still care about him. I kind of still have these feelings for him now.
Are you now in the spirit of potentially even being able to rekindle a relationship, like rekindle that relationship? Is your spirit in that place, or could it ever go back to that place?
It's loaded because of the fact that there's been so much that's happened, like there's been so much that's occurred. Okay. He's my daughter's father. So I would say this. I would say that if we were both going to show up and we were both going to fight for it equally and sacrifice equally, like, things that I needed and, things that, he needed. I wasn't perfect. Come on.
Yeah.
Your girl ain't perfect. So I would say that if we were both willing to fight and we were both willing to do certain things, and yes.
So that was my first time ever hearing her speak. I'd seen pictures of her throughout the years, but I'd never heard her talk. Very beautiful girl. She seems very, intelligent, put together and everything. It's just funny to me that a woman of her age would be listening to other people and going on what they have to say about her marriage as the reason why she left. To me, that don't make no sense. I'm just gonna call BS myself. It's like, girl, how old are we? How old are you? Like, what is going on? Like, I feel like there was a bunch of BS and a bunch of excuses. And, her saying she regrets it, basically, and that if he was wanting to put in the work, she would be willing to give it another try. Like, what's going on? Like, because this ain't making no sense to me very much. Like, how you gonna let your friends and lawyers and whoever get in your ear about your husband? Like, she never once said that, like, he did anything wrong to her, like he was cheating or he was, mentally abusing her physically, whatever. He was lazy, like he was trifling. Like, she didn't say any of those things. It literally was, I was listening to other people. Listening to them about what? Like, make it make sense to me, because as of right now, it's not. Well, Tyrese, he was going to come and say something, child. And it seemed like he been waiting to get this off his chest. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
All right. Hold on. Look, man, I was not going to respond to this video of my ex that's now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said, because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up. Listen, man, listen. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child, we both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled "I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me" if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called "Love Transaction" if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is money.
Child, he said the only person in your ear was your mama. If you wanted to be famous, all you had to do was say that, boo-boo. Tyrese is sick of y'all, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, I believe him. I believe him 100,000% in this case. And you know, Tyrese be clicking out at times. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that he does is very emotionally driven. You know what I'm saying? To be a little bit out there. But in this case, his story sounds way more plausible than Samantha's. From what I'm getting from Samantha, it seemed to me like she might have had a little boo thing or something on the side, and she decided to leave her marriage for somebody else because she never gave an actual reason as to why she left her marriage. Like, only thing I can think of is that she had something on the side that she thought was going to work out, and it didn't work out. Like, because that would be the only thing that would naturally make sense, unless she just had like a mental breakdown or something, because it's not adding up. It's really not for me. But y'all let me know down below in the comment section who y'all believe. What do you believe out of this whole situation? Let's talk about it, you guys. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.